out and get moving. Come on, get up, get out, and let's do it. Come on, get up, get out and start grooving. Juggling around to the sound of music. Music.
Right here on Morning Glory, we have some special guests in the studio today. We've got Petter from the Hilton. We've got Marcus, who's also F&B manager from the Hilton. And we've got over there, back there I was messing around with his phone like he always does, Sunday. And we've got Jeans as well. So nice to have you all here.
Yay! Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen indeed, because you're all dressed up in, you are certainly dressed up in German costume.
That's right.
Why?
Bavarian style today.
Why, Petter? Are you dressed up like a Bavarian wench?
Thank you very much.
That's what you look like, one of those German Bavarian serving wenches, you know?
Oh, good. I've been promoted in the world.
Come on, you've always wanted to be one.
Well, yes, true, that's true. Yeah. But this is what I normally go around in every day. Well, no,
really?
Not really. This week we're launching Oktoberfest. So there might be some people who remember we held Oktoberfest back in 2011 and we've skipped a year and now we're ready, back and strong again for 2013. So, we're here all German style.
So when's that going to be?
Not in October.
Is it going to be in October?
No, it's the last weekend of September.
Hey, how can you have Oktoberfest in September? That's not right.
Actually, most of the Oktoberfests start in September and go into October.
Is that just because the Germans can't wait?
That is correct.
They can't wait to get drinking. And
That's right.
And start all that lovely bratwurst and all that stuff, you know? So, go on, tell us all about it. Tell exactly the dates and what's happening.
Okay.
Well, actually, we're going to have 2 dates this time. We're going to... the opening night is going to be on the 27th of September, and then we have a second day on the 28th of September. It's going to be held at the Hilton Pattaya, of course. We have a very big, nice ballroom. We have some experience from 2011 when we did the first one. And, we're going to try to kick it up a notch.
Kick it up a notch. And what does that entail? Have you got some German music?
Yeah, well, we actually got the band Anton and the Funny Guys. We flew them out.
Who? Anton and the Funny Guys?
Yeah, they're an Austrian band.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why Austrian band at Oktoberfest, but they're
it's
very,
near enough
very
to
good.
Germany. It's only just around the corner.
Yeah, true, just next door.
Geographically.
Well, they have 30 years experience playing at Oktoberfest, so they're 30 years they've been at a party the whole time. So they're coming out. So they're the entertainment on the evening, and then we also have Kun Art Superwatt, who will be the MC on the night, and he'll be arranging all the games. So we've got beer drinking competitions.
Right. Why am I not surprised?
But it's not easy to drink, and Ian tried it the other day. It's a half litre wheat beer. Right. So you want to make sure you start that on an empty stomach. Yeah. Not after you've had a couple of pork knuckles. Yeah. And there'll be soaring and hammering competitions, and there's heaps of prizes.
Soaring and hammering competitions. Yeah. What does that entail then? Is it just what? Obvious, is it gone?
Well, a hammering competition is you have nails in a log, right? And the competition is actually who can hammer in all the nails the fastest. Right. It gets more fun the longer the evening gets because people tend to hit the log more than the nails. Actually,
because they've had a bit more to drink.
That's correct.
The soaring competition is actually who can soar through a log the fastest. These are traditional Oktoberfest kind of competitions. Yeah. They will be done in Germany.
And basically we start the event in true traditional Bavarian style, because when they first start Oktoberfest, the local mayor will break the first keg, and that will start the Oktoberfest festival. And in 2011 we had Kuntik come along and break the first keg.
So is that a traditional thing, breaking the keg?
It is.
Actually, the Oktoberfest, the whole area will not serve any beer before the first keg is actually broken. And at that time, the ladies will come out with beer for everybody, but it has to be the mayor of the city to break the first keg. They always try to do it in as less hits as possible, so they try to be better than the one before.
Oh, right.
It's pretty big.
I know where I've seen you before now. The film, The Sound of Music.
Exactly, that's it. That's it.
It's it, isn't it? It was.
Correct.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it definitely is him, isn't it?
Making me blush now. huh?
Which one?
I don't know which one it was. There was about eight of them, wasn't there? Something like that.
I hope you don't want us to sing.
The hills are alive.
Oh dear.
Okay, right. So this is. Tell us some facts about Oktoberfest, because obviously, Marcus, you're a bit of an expert on this, aren't you?
Well, I am German, so we kind of grow up learning a little bit about it or knowing about it, and of course I have attended a couple of them quite a while back, but still the Oktoberfest was actually founded the first Oktoberfest took place in 1810. Yeah, it was
Prince Ludwig's marriage
kind of festival, and the reason what actually happened was he invited 5,000 people and he gave out the beer for free.
Right.
But then actually I learnt this morning, because I got my husband, thank you David, to Google a couple of facts for me, and actually after the first one with Prince Ludwig, after that they turned it into a horse racing festival, and it was one day, and then after about 9 years they didn't bother with horses anymore, and they got rid of those and turned the horses into drawing beer carts in, and they extended it to 16 days.
Right.
So didn't bother with the horses, horse racing, and just focused on the beer. Just focused.
German style.
But to give you an idea of today's Oktoberfest that's held, over the festival period, there's over 7 million litres of beer drunk.
Why am I not surprised at that?
7 million litres. But also interesting that follows on for that is there's 800 metres of men's urinals.
There's an interesting fact. They're very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah. But then they also have.
It's got to go somewhere, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
That's
you can't have 7 million litres.
Because let's face it, you're just the middleman, aren't you? Really.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Passing it on. Yeah.
But then they have a big problem also with the theft of beer mugs during the festival as well, and they have a fine of about €50 for anyone that's caught stealing.
Right, because you do have those special mugs, don't you? The sort of big, thick things.
Yeah, I think they're a litre size or something.
The traditional mass mug will be 1 litre, and you get them either in glass or you get them in stone. Okay. So the stone ones are the popular ones because they have engravings on them.
But just, last year for Hofbrau, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. They lost 35,000 beer mugs. That's just one tent during the festival, so... Yeah.
Now, tell us about the food, because obviously there's some food that goes with all this beer. You can't, you're going to get hungry. Drink all this drinking and all this logging, sawing the logs. Okay, so tell us about if you brought some food in to show us.
Correct, yeah. Well, the food, of course, being a Bavarian festival, they serve Bavarian food and traditional Bavarian food.
Can you hold that up?
Yes.
Boy.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Can you see that, listeners?
I can smell it. It smells very nice.
It's beautiful. There's pork. There's the is that bratwurst?
That is bratwurst, yes. Mini Nürnberger.
And you've got the mashed potatoes. And what are these other ones?
These ones are Nürnberger you have here. Then here you got the traditional Frankfurter sausages, and this one is a crispy pork knuckle. That's actually one of the most popular dishes, and they will serve over 1 million of those during the Oktoberfest.
Am I going to get a chance to eat this?
1 million?
Mm-hmm. We get some knives and forks.
we do, we've got them here.
A lot of poor pigs which have to sacrifice their life.
Gosh.
Well,
you only get 4 of one of one pig, right? So it's 250,000 people.
But Karl Otto is the master butcher. He's from Cologne in Germany, and he's preparing all the meats for us. So all the specialty sausages, all the cold cuts for the evening, and he has huge experience. Obviously with that, and all the other traditional German specialities like the sauerkraut and what's that other
Käsespätzle, which are very Bavarian and very popular.
Listen, the only thing I'm really interested in is the serving wenches. You have to have serving wenches, don't you? The women.
Of course we have the serving wenches, sure. Yeah, but we have them Thai, but in nice dresses, so.
Yeah, all the girls will be dressed similar to what I am
good
today, and the gentlemen are similar.
We'll try to get as many dressed up as
similar to Marcus today.
Yes.
But maybe
So
not with the
that
socks.
looks pretty much like authentic. Is that your own clothes you bought from Germany?
Actually, these are not my own, but Paulaner, our sponsor also for the Oktoberfest, so we're going to have real Paulaner beer. Paulaner is one of 10 breweries which is allowed to serve beer at the Oktoberfest, and Paulaner is sponsoring the event a little bit, and they're going to provide us some clothes and a little stuff.
I'm just interested in who came up with that design and why.
This is
It's
really
a good question, isn't it? Let's face it, you know?
I mean, everybody will have seen more or less a video sooner or later of the Oktoberfest, right? And all the Germans will be running around in this. This
Yeah.
is
But
real
why?
traditional
But why?
brewery clothes, of which these are the ones which the brewers.
What's the point? You know,
But you know, German style, it's a little different.
But I mean, you know, it's not really holding that top bit is not really holding anything up, is it?
It should be.
Should it?
I don't have the figure
he
for it.
doesn't
Maybe
have
I need
the
a
belly.
little bit of the belly,
okay,
you know.
Okay, then it would become useful. Yeah, I see.
Don't get enough beer.
Just turn around. Just do
Sure,
a
no
trial. That's it. There you go.
What does it
Hey, it's got
say
something
on
written
it
on the back.
What does
On
it
the
say?
back
I don't know,
side
I
there.
can't see my behind.
It says Pauluna Anno 1634.
That's the founding, or that's the founding day of Paulaner beer.
Right, so these really are traditional, aren't they?
Yeah,
very
that's
good.
right.
Very good.
But yeah, the beers are quite heavy, so they're set like 7.5% to 8%. So
Right.
that
So expect don't come in your own car.
Would
No.
not be the best idea.
no.
Get
And
a
I
taxi.
think they got a nickname for the really drunk people at Oktoberfest. They're called Beer Leichen.
Beer Leichen, yes.
Beer Leichen.
It means baby beer corpses.
So I guess that's when you like pass out on the ground.
Baby
and-
beer corpses, yeah. That makes sense as well.
Come on, get up, get out, and start grooving. Juggling around to the sound of music.
We're having a lot of fun in the studio today with Petter from the Hilton, who's marketing manager there, and also food and beverage manager Marcus, dressed up to the nines as Germans. How's your German, Petter? Can you speak German at all?
Not really, no.
No, you can obviously
Sorry.
speak German
Sehr
very
gut,
well.
ja.
Give us a little message in German.
Also an alle Deutschen, die in Pattaya sind, am 27. und 28. September bitte im Hilton vorbeikommen für ein echt original deutsches Oktoberfest.
And I can translate that. That says, my handbag is made out of a goat's penis. Right, there we go. I still speak German fluently, you know. Okay, now we've got some of this traditional food here now, and this is, again, what is it? This is the pork?
Crispy pork knuckle,
Crispy
yes.
pork knuckle.
There are two different ways. One is a boiled pork knuckle,
Yeah.
which is called Eisbein, and then there's a crispy pork knuckle.
Yeah, and then we've
better
got
one of the two.
the mustard with it as well, which is all very nice.
Did you want a knife?
Yeah, we might have to cut. Let's just try one of the bratwurst. That's easier. Very good, very tasty. German food is very tasty, isn't it?
It is. It has to have a
is.
lot of taste, yeah. Because after all the beer, if you don't make it very tasty, you taste nothing anymore. So
But the food goes very well with the beer. It's like you need both of them.
It always looks that's great on the radio. This is Barry Upton eating in the morning. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That is nice, isn't it? Very nice indeed.
So we have a selection of Paulaner, the Paulaner draft beers on the evening. There'll be 2. And basically the package that we have on offer is 1,500 baht net per person, and that will include a complimentary Oktoberfest beer on arrival and the free t-shirt, as Sundays wearing today, Oktoberfest t-shirt. So when people book, they will get their t-shirt, so we're hoping
Sunday,
they'll
do
wear
you think
it.
you're a male model or something? Look at him with his
he
t-shirt.
wishes, he wishes.
Yeah, prancing around like a model.
Yes. Right.
Yes,
there you go.
Yeah, I think we got the gist of that.
Yeah, okay. And then there'll be the full buffet German style on
Yeah.
the evening, and free flow soft drinks. So that's 1,500 net. But if you book a table of 8 people, you only pay for 7, so you get one person for free.
These are great.
They're
I
really
like
nice.
these, these bratwursts. Okay. So now, Oktoberfest. Just tell us again why it's called Oktoberfest. Got him! I've got him!
No. There are a couple of different reasons and a couple of different stories for that. Actually,
Okay.
As Peter already said, it has a little bit of a diverse history. The original first one, or what they call the first Oktoberfest, was because of a wedding, which actually took place in October. So that's where it got its real name from. Then afterwards, the horse races came. Other people said they started the Oktoberfest to do it in September already, because once the potatoes in Germany have been harvested, which is normally in September, October, then you want to have a party in Munich. So there are a couple of different...
So why don't they call it Septemberfest?
Doesn't sound the same, really, does it?
It doesn't sound the same.
Change the name after 200 years.
But see, like Germans are so, like this, very straight and everything like that. You'd have thought that they would have changed it to Septemberfest. It's a thought, isn't it?
If you have
If something...
I'll make that suggestion, next time I'm there.
We'll write to someone.
If you could write to the German Parliament and say, hang on, if you can have Oktoberfest in September, the rest of the world doesn't understand this.
That's right.
You're confusing everybody. So anyway, Oktoberfest it is, all right? We're going to call it that. Because the trouble is, people will be turning up for it in October and it will be finished and gone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
Nothing.
Well,
will be
we're on the
fine.
verge. We're kind of at the end of September, so really you could make the party last into October if you wanted to.
See, there you go. She's got it. She knows.
We're actually smack bang in the middle of this year's. After the first week, which is kicking off in Germany, just 1 week earlier, we're on the first weekend of the Oktoberfest, and then there's one more week after, correct?
Yeah.
So we're smack bang in the middle, yeah.
Well, all I can say is thanks for bringing us in breakfast this morning.
You're welcome.
Bit of an unusual breakfast, but certainly gives me in the mood for it. And I hope that you have a fantastic party. I'm sure we'll be coming down and covering it all, and we'll be at the party patrol down there.
Sure.
And we'll come down and savour some of the delights you've got on offer.
Yeah.
Or maybe have a drink or two.
Maybe.
Just maybe.
Yeah.
So thanks very much, Petter and Marcus from the
Thanks,
Hilton.
Thank you.
Not forgetting Sunday and jeans, of course.